A live look here on Rogers Avenue there in Fort Smith. And Stephen, unfortunately, I just don't think those temperatures are going to warm up anytime soon.
Yeah, more than likely we're not going to see those temperatures warm up throughout the day today. But what you saw some good news there is a little bit of sunshine peeking out there across the river valley. Hopefully, at least that will benefit those road crews today, trying their best to get those roads cleared up as best as possible. I tell you what we're also going to be dealing with is the cold temperatures that we have, and we have the potential, at least tomorrow and maybe even Friday, to break a few records. So let's take a look at the record book real quick. Today, more than likely, we don't come close to that record of -4 set back in 2021. But tomorrow, the record's 7, and the forecast holds it right around -3 right now. So we have a chance of seeing that record broken once again on Friday as well. Have a chance for another record across Fort Smith. Tomorrow, that record is at 12, set all the way back in 1921. Forecast holds around 5 degrees. So we have a really good chance of seeing that broken. And once again on Friday, we'll have a chance to see that next record broken as well. When it comes to the lows overnight, the concern now turns away from any more of that precip. We're done with the snowfall and the freezing rain and whatever came. Now it's just going to be getting it off the roadways is going to be the issue. Now the issue is the cold air outside. Wind chill values northwest Arkansas -5 to -15 out there this morning across the river valley, -1 there in Van Buren, but really anywhere from 0 to 15. Today is definitely cold outside. You need to worry about that exposure. You need to worry about those road conditions, and when it comes to getting that cleared off the roadways, because it's so cold, it's going to take a little bit longer. But I tell you what, tomorrow it's even colder outside. The National Weather Service out of Tulsa and Little Rock both issuing those cold warnings across the area. This is for those wind chill values, how cold it's going to feel outside. And again, we don't break above that freezing point for our actual temperature until we get to Saturday afternoon. We look at northwest Arkansas throughout the day today. Hope is we see a few peaks of sunshine here and there, but when it comes to what it's going to feel like today, we more than likely at best will hit 0 wind chill values by the time we get to the peak heating hour of today. Outside of that, maybe just seeing those wind chill values staying into the negatives. Across the river valley, the best chance we have is peaks of sunshine allow those wind chill values maybe to feel like we're close to 10 degrees today. Outside of that, it is going to be bitter throughout the day. Those winds pumping in that cold air, gusting around 15 to 20 miles per hour, not only this evening, but continuing into tomorrow as well. That's why those wind chill values tomorrow going to get even worse. So we take a look at tonight, and when those wind chill values drop once again to the single digits and negatives, anywhere from 0 to -10 this evening. As we go into the overnight hours into tomorrow morning, those wind chill values now, everyone more than likely starting off into the negatives from the river valley to northwest Arkansas. Anywhere from -5 to -20 will be possible for tomorrow morning. Here's a look at 8 a.m. If we are discussing the potential of maybe some of those kiddos trying to go back to school, now the conversation will be, is it too cold outside for the bus stop? Those schools will make their own independent decision. When it comes to that, we finally start to see some temperatures warm up close to at least the 20s when it comes to the wind chill values by tomorrow afternoon. So road conditions, dangerously cold. That's why we have those weather impact alerts in place through Thursday. Dress in layers and make those travel plans ahead of time. And even by Friday, we're still dealing with those bitter wind chill values when it comes to what it feels like outside. This is also the cold when it comes to the real temperature, and then with it being below freezing through Saturday morning. They have to worry about protecting that home as well. Hopefully you've already started dripping those faucets last night. You need to continue doing that over the next several days, at least through the end of the work week, because by the time we get to Saturday afternoon, we finally break above that freezing point. And then I have some really good news for you by the time we get to the end of the weekend. Northwest Arkansas, the good news is that this forecast doesn't have much of any precip left in it now that the snowfall is done. Still bitter cold temperatures over the next several days, but getting warmer every day through the end of the week and through the weekend. Again, the weekend we break above freezing, and by the time we get to early next week, we're still talking about plenty of sunshine, but now the roller coaster is going back up, and we see those temperatures climbing back up into the mid to upper 60s, even some low 70s in the forecast by the time we get to the middle of next week with plenty of sunshine. Again, the highest of highs, the lowest of lows. We have the potential of seeing some record-breaking lows for tomorrow, and then by the time we get to this time next week, maybe talking about some record-breaking highs.